Good morning, Senator Bailey.
Good morning.
My name is Lady Mason, and I'm a rising senior at Paw Paw High School in Michigan. As a new voter, it's an honor to have the opportunity to discuss issues that really matter to me concerning the criminal legal system.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing these matters.
Hello, Senator Bailey. My name is Nicholas Severo, and I'm also from Michigan. I'm a rising junior at Lake Orion High School in northeastern Michigan, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Hello, my name is Mark, and I'm a rising sophomore at Advanced Technologies Academy in Nevada.
Wonderful state.
Hi, my name is Morgan, and I go to Georgetown Visitation in Washington, D.C.
Why, hello.
Hi, I'm Gabby Zeidler, and I'm the LI staff member on the call. And on behalf of everyone from Leadership Initiatives, we really appreciate you taking the time to speak with our interns. So I will let them take it from here.
Well, thank you.
We're interns with Leadership Initiatives under the supervision of lawyers Brandy Harden and Heather Pinkney of Harden and Pinkney, PLLC. Through this program, we've been introduced to our client and the harsh realities of the American criminal legal system. My fellow interns and I are here to talk to you today about the criminal legal system that millions of people across the US are forced to deal with.
Imagine you're 25 years old, Senator Bailey. Just out of college, no job, a wife, and a 3-year-old daughter. You receive in the mail your notification that you must start paying off your student loans, only it's 2009 and no one is hiring. So you do the only thing that you can do to support your family. You make the poor decision to start selling drugs. You sell drugs for about 6 months and then your house is raided. They find 44 grams of cocaine and an unloaded gun. When the time for the trial came, you were charged with over 500 grams of cocaine because of the money they also found in your home due to cash to drug conversions. You then were sentenced to over 30 years in prison despite only having sold drugs for 6 months and not being a major distributor. You left your wife and now 2 daughters behind. You now will not get out of jail as a non-violent offender until you are over 55 years old.
Going off of that, extreme sentencing laws are filling U.S. prisons with aging people who are the least likely to reoffend but the most expensive to incarcerate. States should expand their compassionate release program, sometimes known as the medical or geriatrical parole or release, to protect public safety and promote human dignity. State prison populations are getting older. The number of people aged 55 and older behind bars is rising and expected to total 1/3 of the entire prison population by 2030. Locking up elderly people does not make us safer, Senator. Most crime is committed by people in their teens and early 20s. People that are 60 and older make up less than 2% of all the arrests nationwide. The incarceration of the extremely sick and elderly people is not only expensive, but providing medical care to people with chronic health problems is also expensive. It makes no sense to spend so much money on people who pose little to no risk to the public safety.
Compassionate release is humane. Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity at the end of their lives, and families deserve the opportunity to spend their loved ones' final days together. There are a number of sound reasons for the robust use of compassionate release. Among them is the cost of housing, accommodating and providing medical care for aging prisoners and those suffering from limiting disabilities or terminal conditions. Such prisoners are the most expensive to confine and the least likely to recidivate. Also, families suffer when they cannot comfort loved ones, settle affairs, and restore relationships with prisoners at the end of life. Our system imprisons people to deter crime, punish those who commit crimes, protect the public, and rehabilitate prisoners who will one day return home. Prisoners should be released when they are too debilitated to commit further crimes, too compromised to benefit from rehabilitation, or too impaired to be aware of punishment.
Mandatory minimums for nonviolent crimes are not the best way to protect the public and rehabilitate those who are incarcerated.
Mandatory minimums hurt our communities more than help them. We can do more to rehabilitate our citizens and protect our communities.
Over 400,000 convicted offenders are currently serving mandatory sentences, but the judge had no choice in the sentence, even if it was too harsh for the offender, his role in the offense, or the nature of his crime.
Because of these concerns, we ask that you use your platform as a Michigan senator to bring awareness to this issue and tweeting about this horrendous problem.
Why, thank you for sharing. It is an important issue to me, but it's important that I understand what my constituents think about this issue. Do you have any idea how they may respond?
Yes, Senator. So in 2020, there was a large push within the Michigan State Legislature to reform mandatory sentencing laws. But due to COVID-19, as we all know, the session was not seen by both chambers because of closures.
Thank you. That's very good to know. When you are talking about sentencing laws, what would you suggest should happen if mandatory sentencing was taken away? Would there be other guidelines or something along those lines?
There would be sentencing guidelines like there are for sentences that do not currently have mandatory sentences, and there would be judicial discretion. Additionally, we push for more rehabilitation options for nonviolent drug offenders. If you'd like, I can send you some of our articles that may better answer your question. Would that be okay?
Yes, I can give you the email of my legislative assistant who can collect the information you're sending by email and then brief me. I'll make sure he gives you that email address, and I do look forward to seeing that hopefully soon.
Thank you so much for taking time to speak with us today. We appreciate it, and we'll send that information right over.
Well, I thank each of you for trying to help your communities and being here today.
Thank you, Senator Bailey.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you, Senator.